So these are our brand new cabinets, and these cabinets house these emergency bags. And the emergency bags go to children who are in crisis. We provide about 100 of these bags a month. And what these do is they are packed with new clothing, toys, socks, underwear, pajamas. And these go to children who are either going into foster care, refugee families, families who've had a fire, things like that where they have nothing. And so we pre-pack these bags, and then we'll take off the little tag with the size, and we'll put the child's names on the bag. So this will be replaced by a child's name before they get it. And the amazing thing about these cabinets is we're able to have all this stuff pre-packed. So then the drawers under it have all this clothing that size, so we can see what we need to refill with. And then the emergency cottage behind the building, which we'll show you in a minute, actually is accessible 24 hours a day. So that's the one where emergency workers can come in and get items for kids even if we're closed.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And then these are for foster kids, the little booths that are set up. So each of these are sponsored by a different organization. Like this is for kids 0 to 6, and this is sponsored by Allen's Christian Church. This is the one our church sponsors. And this is all new clothes, and the kids come in and they get to pick their stuff. And Malena, how often do the kids come for?
So right now we have 85 children in this program, and they come in every 3 months till they're 18. And the coolest thing is that the kids get a personal shopper, so that person's able to walk with them through life. Because a lot of the children that we see go in and out of different homes pretty much their whole life. So for them to be able to have consistency and see the same person is a really big deal.
So you can see the different ages, and then you got different sponsors for each different age group.
And then the favorite is always the treasure closet, because they get to pick a book and a toy every time they come. And this just kind of lets the kids have some choice. And a lot of the kids we serve don't get to pick out birthday presents or things like that. And so sometimes this is the only time in their whole life they've been able to pick something for themselves. And I think it just kind of gives them hope, and it gives us a good end to talk to them about how, you know, they can choose their own future. They can go after things that they want. And I think it makes a difference for the kids. So it's a pretty cool place.
And this area out here is where the kids can do letters that go in with a...
Yes, so we have a field trip program, and the field trip program is for children. It's basically to educate children in the community about other children who are in need. So they have an opportunity to learn about kids in our community being hungry and being without food and toiletries and things like that. But then what they also get to do is then they also get to jump in and be a part of helping. A lot of the children who get the food bags will have the opportunity to come back and help somebody else, which is pretty amazing. But we put a little note in each one of the bags that go out, and it's really special to the kids. You know, my kids grew up having lunchbox notes, and I think a lot of the children we serve, that's not a reality for. So just this little bit of encouragement is really special to them. We've had kids bring their food bags back because they didn't get a note that week. So it just lets us know that they really value just having some encouragement in their life.
And then this is the big packing area that our group at Exchange will be familiar with. Similar to Second Harvest, but focused on children.
Yes. Yeah, so everything's set up to be really child and family friendly in the front room. And the children kind of pack in an assembly line fashion, and anybody from the community, of course, can come in and pack bags. And right now we're providing about 4,200 bags a week. to 37 places, so we are busy. We still have no employees, so it's a really fun thing to see the community come in and help out and get to give back to other people. So it's really neat.
So the great thing is not only is there impact on the community, but you're also training the next generation to love and care for their neighbors.
That's exactly right. And you know, it's neat to see these little tiny 2- and 3-year-old kids come in. We have a table for toddlers, so it's a foot shorter in the back. And to see them come in at that age and be able to independently pack a bag and help somebody is really a special thing. And then 10 years later, for us to be able to see these kids coming in as teenagers and coming in as hopefully later adults, and just being a part of helping and
so the toddler
loving other
table,
people.
and then at the end, before the bags are complete, you can see the letters that go into each bag. Just showing love to those kids, which is a great thing. Well, Malena, thank you so much for this tour,
Oh, you're welcome.
and we look forward to seeing you in a few hours.
Yes, sir. Cool place back here. These are the P.A.C.K cottages, and they are basically just available 24 hours a day. So children in human trafficking, children going into foster care in the middle of the night, the kids still need resources even when we're closed. So this allows emergency workers to come in and be able to help kids 24 hours a day. So it's a really cool program, and we love getting to see you know, our little kids come in, field trip kids will come in and decorate the sidewalks. If it hadn't rained, you'd see all little chalk drawings back here. Just to make it a happy experience for kids when they come in. So, let's try that one more time. Uh-oh. It would help if I put in the right code, David.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see this is kind of a mini version of what we have inside, and it's split up by age groups, and you know, we see kids who are in just the worst of life situations, and for them to be able to have a bag of food, a sleeping bag, a pillow, you know, it just gives them dignity and allows them to feel loved even though they're going through some really horrific things a lot of times. So it's really cool. And what we're looking at doing next, because we serve so many teenagers, is we are working on a second cottage, which will be just for teenagers, so that we can provide school uniforms, school supplies, because a lot of these kids, it's really hard for us to even, for this to soak in, but a child can have a house fire, go into foster care, and then a lot of times they're expected to go to school the next day and just move on with life. And so we want to just be able to meet some of the needs of the older children that we serve. So that's coming next. Exciting changes, and always fun to get to see people come together and help.